Everyone, we are Team 85. Our team name is Legacy of Logic. This is our hackathon demo for AI Innovation Hub. It is an AI co-founder that takes a rough idea and turns it into a validated, structured, and build-ready mini startup blueprint using generative AI workflows. It covers everything from problem statements and personas to tech stack guidance and even starter code generation. Most students and early stage founders starts with unstructured ideas. The real challenge is turning that into something buildable. A clear problem statement, assumptions, personas, feature scope, validation plan, and an initial architecture. As usually, people jumps between different tools and lose consistency. We built one unified workflow that generates and stores all these artifacts end to end. Let me walk you through the user journey. AI Innovation Hub guides the user through 7 distinct phases, refining the idea into a strong problem statement and assumptions, generating personas and use cases, proposing solutions, concepts, and partitioning features, creating landing copy and a pitch outline, generating validation experiments, surveys, and metrics, suggesting a suitable tech stack and API design, and finally, generating starter app code and exporting artifacts. Technically, technically, we built this as a robust monorepo. It features a Next.js frontend for the responsive multiple phase UI, a fast API backend that orchestrates the LLM calls, and SQLite storage via SQL model to persist projects, phases, and artifacts efficiently. Crucially, we also support an OpenAI compatible local LLM via LM Studio, ensuring the tool works privately even without paid APIs. I'll quickly show it running locally to prove the integration. We start the backend and frontend with a single script. While the LLM is served through LM Studio. As you can see, both the API docs and the frontend application are live responding. Now I'll create a Now I'll create a new project from a rough idea. I'll enter a simple concept, an AI assistant for hackathons with a 3 days build constraint. Once I create the project, I enter the workspace. I'm generating the problem statement phase now. అంతే కదా మళ్ళీ చెప్పలే I'm generating the problem statement phase now. Behind the scenes, the front end sends the project context to the back end. The back end combines this with phase specific prompts, calls the model, and stores the resulting artifacts versioned in SQLite. This allows us to reload the page without losing our progress. Now we are successfully completed the ideation process. We have successfully ideation phase in which we have idea variants, user personas, and problem statements. In problem statements, we have the problem, who experience it, current solutions, and impact. We didn't just want static forms. We included a chatbot that answers questions using the specific project context. This turns the tool this turns the tool into an active partner. It supports continuous iteration, for example, asking it to summarize assumptions or identify risk based on the personas we just generated. A- Assumptions. Students have hackathon idea but struggle with turning them into clear execution plan. Or, or AI assistant will provide a focused roadmap to help them get started. And next, risks. Lack of student engagement. Students might not find the system engaging or user friendly enough to use regularly. To mitigate this risk, ensure the user interface is intuitive and the onboarding process is simple. This is what this is what is generated. By understanding and addressing this by understanding our top three assumptions and propose two risks mitigations. A key outcome for any hackathon is the final submission. We allow users to export the entire generated specification into formats like Markdown, PDF, or Docs. This produces a judge-friendly blueprint instantly so teams can submit a clean professional document without spending hours formatting. And we have a multiple ex- export options in multiple sections. We can download single artifact as shown single artifact as shown in video, or download everything after generating at once. And we have also implemented regeneration so user can choose whatever he wants to download. After generating ideation, concept design, launch content, validation, and tech build, we can generate those sample code files or readme files. This is our create files list. We can create the files by clicking the create file list, where the system already suggested some files to create, or the user can create them asking the chatbot for folder structure and use it. We can create and generate with the AI chatbot suggested folder structure. After generate, this is our most technically complex feature, the file by file code generator. It creates a dedicated coding session where we can generate individual files based on the architecture we can defined earlier. We also we also implemented Guardian that validate the generated JSON shape and file paths before storage. This ensures the code generation is safer, deterministic, and finally packaged neatly into a zip file for the user. On the backend side, everything is fully accessible through our fast API documentation. Transparency is key for us, us. So we also documented our guardrails and evaluation notes covering model limitations, validation rules, and our testing methodology, making the project reproducible and reviewable. Reviewable. Dashboard. Dashboard. To summarize, Team 85 Legacy of Logics AI Innovation Hub helps students and hackathon teams go from a vague idea to a structured, testable startup blueprint complete with artifacts, documents, and starter code, all in one seamless workflow. Thank you for watching.